All right.
All right. So I want to ask you, obviously you're aware of what happened in Venezuela. The president went in, finished off what he started 8 years ago. He was always tough on Venezuela, imposed those sanctions, and now he just went in there and arrested one of the biggest murderous dictators in the world. What's your take on that? And now that he's looking to pivot elsewhere, like Cuba, he mentioned Cuba, and possibly maybe even Nicaragua or even Haiti, what is your thought on what he's doing in the Western Hemisphere?
Well, look, the president's kind of Trump doctrine / Monroe corollary has been all about being the protector and liberator of the Americas. This is an individual who went in understanding the illegitimate presidency of Maduro, understanding his position as a cartel leader, which has led to thousands and thousands of angel families here in the United States. It's why both the President and Secretary of War, as well as for our Secretary of State, has been so adamant about stopping the cartels, and why when the President came in, he designated them as terrorist organizations so that we could start actually taking action, not doing what the previous administration under Biden has done, or the Democrats, where we allow our borders to be open while child and human and sex trafficking and illicit drugs continue to go. But what people are failing to understand is that Venezuela was not just about oil and drugs. It was also about denying our adversaries of key natural resources. China relies 70% of their oil coming out of Venezuela, 20% being refined out of Iran. Iran was utilizing their oil, that was sanctioned oil, to be repackaged and repurposed in Venezuela and refined elsewhere, which is actually the funding of a lot of these pro-Iran Shia militias, like you saw with Hamas and like you saw with the Houthis and what you saw with what's happening in Iraq. So the president understands these vital connections, both economically, geopolitically, and also from a military perspective. And what he had done not only was constitutional, but it's given Venezuela a chance at a new beginning. And I think that I see the same thing going to happen in Cuba, where China has ingratiated themselves with the largest military and training and spy base only 90 miles off the great state of Florida.
Do you think the message he sent, how profound is the message he sent around the world, not just in the Western Hemisphere, but in other places, in Europe, in the Middle East?
Well, look, it's a profound message, not to mention the timing of it, where he waited until a Chinese delegation was on the ground to actually make sure that we went in and did a raid that they said couldn't happen. Remember, Maduro was the one that was saying, I'll be sitting here in Miraflores anytime that you're ready to come and get me. So I think what the president has shown is that he's a man of action. He's not one who continues to just go ahead and listen to people talk. He will take action. I think that he's put the rest of the nation on, I would say the rest of the world, on notice to say, if you really want to push against America and you really want to push against freedoms and oppression is your actual solution under these dictatorships, then you're going to get the answer that you're not looking for.